Hello guys, welcome back to the Brutal Investor channel. I hope you guys are having a fantastic day today. In this episode, we're going to talk about a project that's aiming to be a parachain on top of Polkadot pretty soon. And this project is called the Moonbeam token, right? So what is Moonbeam?
Before we move any further, a word from our sponsor. Dear viewers and subscribers from the US, have you ever wondered how you can make tax-free crypto trades and also in a fully legal manner? Then iTrust is here for you. iTrust is America's #1 crypto IRA and 401k trading platform. It's a platform where you can self-trade cryptocurrencies and physical gold or silver in your retirement account. The main advantages of using iTrustCapital are it is a fully tax-advantaged account where any trades you make in this account are tax-free in an IRA. You get one of the lowest costs in the crypto trading space with 1% trading fee for crypto and $50 over spot per ounce of gold. You also have a 24-hour day trading period because of their deep liquidity pool. They also have a wide range of cryptocurrencies. You can basically trade between Bitcoin, Ethereum, ADA, Chainlink, Polkadot, and several other DeFi and non-DeFi tokens as well. And they're also planning to add more cryptocurrencies, including Decentraland or Mana. You can also trade physical gold and silver, and iTrust utilizes Vault Chain, an investment-grade gold and silver held physically at the Royal Canadian Mint, with ownership managed by a secure blockchain distributed ledger. More importantly, they have Coinbase Custody and Curve as their two most important digital asset wallet providers, who are some of the most leading players in the crypto space. So if you like to trade crypto and physical gold and silver in a completely tax-free environment, you can basically choose iTrustCapital. If you use the link in the description below or use the code BRUTAL, then you can get your first month completely free, which is $29.95 off your first month's trading fee account. So what are you waiting for? Click the link in the description below to start your iTrustCapital account and start your tax-free trading of crypto and physical gold today.
So what is Moonbeam? Moonbeam was a project that was launched in January 2020 by Derek Yu of PureStake. It's a smart contract compatible blockchain that focuses on three main elements: interoperability, scalability, and accessibility to both developers and users alike. So the platform firmly believes that the future of blockchain technology is multi-chain in nature, in such a way where a blockchain won't be siloed like how we are seeing right now. It focuses on trying to be interoperable with as many chains as possible. It aims to be interoperable with platforms such as Ethereum, Binance Smart Chain, Polygon, and several other blockchains. The best thing about Moonbeam is that it's not just interoperable with other chains outside of the ecosystem, but it's also interoperable with other parachains within the Polkadot and eventually on the Kusama blockchains themselves, right? So just like any other blockchain project, Moonbeam also has its own native cryptocurrency called the GLMR token or the GLMR token. This token was issued as a part of a private community event called Take Flight, and during this event, about 100 million tokens or 10% of the total token supply was issued. So the total token supply of GLMR is about 1 billion tokens with a 5% annual inflation rate, and the token does not have a capped supply. So what makes Moonbeam so special, and why would you choose to invest your money on Moonbeam? As we discussed before, Moonbeam has three main components to it. It mainly focuses on providing interoperability, highly scalable projects, as well as making it accessible for anyone to use DeFi applications. So when it comes to interoperability, Moonbeam doesn't necessarily focus on being interoperable with just Ethereum, but it also focuses on trying to be interoperable with other platforms such as Binance Smart Chain, Polygon, Avalanche, etc. And as we discussed before, Moonbeam is not just interoperable with all of these blockchains outside of the Polkadot ecosystem, but it also is interoperable with other parachains or blockchains within the Polkadot and Kusama network, right? The scalability part of Moonbeam directly comes from the Polkadot's scalability. So Moonbeam is extremely scalable, and it also uses EVM compatible functionality in order to ensure that any Ethereum-based dApps can easily be ported to Moonbeam with very little changes. And the main focus of Moonbeam is to attract a large community of Ethereum developers to build existing dApps or to build newly compatible dApps on top of the Moonbeam blockchain without any additional complicated requirements. When it comes to accessibility, Moonbeam is making itself more accessible by also integrating with projects like MetaMask, which is already used as a most preferred web wallet for people who use blockchains such as Ethereum, Binance Smart Chain, Polygon, and several other chains. When it comes to accessibility, Moonbeam focuses on providing fast transaction finalities as well as extremely low transaction costs in order to facilitate onboarding of new users to DeFi. So, what are some of the main use cases of the GLMR tokens? GLMR acts as the gas for powering the Moonbeam blockchain. So, similar to Ethereum, if you interact with any of the dApps on top of the Moonbeam blockchain, you need to pay gas fees in the form of the GLMR tokens. Apart from just acting as a gas token, GLMR also acts as a token that allows for liquidity provision incentives to be earned with multiple DEXs or dApps on top of the Moonbeam blockchain. You can also use the GLMR tokens to stake within their platform to earn interest or staking rewards from your staking pool. You can also use the GLMR tokens to participate in governance mechanism within the blockchain in order to vote on proposals and pass proposals within the blockchain as well, right? When it comes to token allocation, the GLMR tokens are allocated as follows. About 15% of the tokens are allocated for long-term protocol and ecosystem development, 8% for liquidity programs, 4.5% for developer adoption program, another 4.5% for key investors and advisors, 1.4% is allocated to pure stake early backers, 10% for founders and early employees, 4.6% for future employee incentives, 14% is allocated for seed funding, 12% for strategic funding, 10% for Take Flight community event, another 10% for Moonbeam crowd loan, 5% for Parachain bond funding, 0.5% for Parachain bond reserve, and finally another 0.5% for token treasury. Just like any other tokens, these tokens also have their own vesting schedule, which you can find from their website. When it comes to investors and partners for the project, it seems like Moonbeam has a big range of investors and partnerships that makes it like a likely candidate to be listed in some of the most prominent centralized exchanges in the crypto space. And some of the major investors include Arrington XRP Capital, Coinbase Ventures, Fenbushi Capital, Hashkey, KR1 Capital, Signum Capital, IOSG, A195, Binance Labs, Coin Fund, Crypto Discover, D1 Ventures, GBV, Moonboots Capital, and Parachain Capital. So these are some of the most prominent investors. And now let's look at the partners who want to partner with Moonbeam. Automata Network, Karura, Subquery Network, Akala, and Litentry. So it seems like based on these partnerships and investors, the project seems to be a good long-term hodl for many of its early investors. So now that we discussed all of this, your question would be, how can I get my hands on some of the GLMR tokens? Unfortunately, at the time of making this video, GLMR is not yet live, and therefore you can't buy this token from any centralized or decentralized exchanges. But you can participate in the Moonbeam crowd loan by contributing your DOT for their project and thereby getting potential GLMR tokens somewhere between 1 to 2 GLMR tokens for every DOT token. But bear in mind that when you participate in crowd loans, your DOT tokens will be locked for a 2-year period and you'll only get them back after the 2-year period is completed. You can participate in the Polkadot crowd loans for not only this project but for any other project as well through the decentralized manner where you can use your Polkadot.js wallet to contribute to the crowd loans, or you can use the centralized route by using your tokens and locking them up on Binance through their platform in order to get these tokens. but you need to bear in mind that both of them have their own risks and benefits, and you have to determine what risk tolerance you have to participate through these means. So, is this project worthy enough for you to participate in a Parachain loan auction? The answer depends from person to person. From my perspective, I believe that this project has enough positives and negatives. When it comes to positives, the first main positive is that this project has a lot of support from the crypto community. In fact, it's one of the most anticipated projects to launch on Polkadot Parachain, and in such a way that people speculate that this project can get a Parachain within the first 2 rounds of the auction. The second benefit of this project is that it is supported by some of the largest investors in the crypto space. This includes the likes of Coinbase Ventures and Binance Labs. These two investors suggest that the project could get a Coinbase and a Binance listing immediately after its launch, which could shoot the price of this token to the moon. The third benefit of this project is that this is one of the few projects that has a lot of partnerships with several other Polkadot and non-Polkadot based projects. In fact, there's a lot of Ethereum based dApps that's waiting to be deployed on Moonbeam immediately after its launch. Some of the negatives of this project includes the project has some of the poorest tokenomics in any of the projects, with a total supply of 1 billion tokens and a 5% inflation rate with no supply cap. This is quite contrary to several projects that's aiming to have a cap on their token size. And the second disadvantage of this project is that this project excludes people from certain countries to participate in their crowd loan. And this includes members from the US, Canada, and several other countries who will be excluded from the crowd loan event. So when it comes to price per token, what would be the initial price of this token when it's traded on exchanges? Some people speculate that this token could be worth at least $5 per token immediately after listing, and others believe that this token would be worth somewhere less than $2 and above $1 per token. But I believe that this token could be somewhere between $3 to $5 immediately after listing, and depending on how soon a Coinbase or a Binance listing happens, this token can shoot to an all-time highs of close to $7 to $9 per token. Again, in the mid to long-term scenario, I believe that this token's price depends on the number of projects that this token onboards and the number of people who want to actively participate in the ecosystem. So there are so many variables which will definitely change the price per token share of this token. So what's my final verdict on this token? I believe that Moonbeam has a strong user base community, and it's already shown success through its sister project Moonriver, which is one of the most successful projects from the Kusama ecosystem. I believe that Polkadot's Parachain auctions will serve a milestone in the crypto era and will definitely benefit the future of DeFi and NFTs and gaming as a whole. I believe that Moonbeam will eventually, after the 2-year period, start its own blockchain, which will still continue to work closely with Polkadot, thereby making itself an independent entity that people can rely on. So that's it, guys. Thank you for watching my video, and if you like my video, please click the like button and subscribe for more videos. See you in my next video. Bye.